All right, guys, so a modification to the single leg Romanian deadlift is to perform what we call an aeroplane. The aeroplane basically means that we're flying into a rotation, essentially, from the bottom position of our hinge. So typically the aeroplane is taught with the arms out. So you'd be out, and this is why it's called the aeroplane. You're flying, and then you're turning the wings, and then you're turning it the other way. A lot of people are going to struggle with the balance of that. So what we usually do is we start with support. So you can start hinge. Okay, hold your connection and your control, and then drive into a full body rotation over the downside hip, and then roll that rotation down to the other side. Push off that foot to open up, and then pull down. Push off, and then pull down. I'll show you from the other side. So go into your hinge. Okay. And then I'm going to keep my rib cage connected to my pelvis, so I'm not going into this twist through my trunk. I am turning through the hips. So I'm pushing off this foot, and I'm opening up through the side. So when I'm in this position, my belly button and my chest are facing you, and then I turn them together as I come back down. And then I can push off, open up, and then pull yourself down. Push off, open up, and then pull yourself down. Okay, so once you got the hang of that, come off and see if you can do the same thing without support. So I'm going to drop into my hinge. I'm doing this because I want to keep my connection between rib cage and pelvis. And go into my hinge, and then I'm going to turn, and then I'm going to pull it back down, and then I'm going to push as I open up, and then I'm going to pull it back down. Let me show you from the other side. Keep my connection, drop into my hinge. And by the way, you can perform the airplane from any part of your hinge. So you could start it from here, here, here. All are totally fine options. So wherever you want to start is cool with me. Come into your hinge, hold your connection, push off that foot, open it up, and then pull it back down. And just rotate into the point of comfort. You don't have to crank it down all the way, but try to explore range, and then drive off, open it up, and then pull back down. Now, a little bit of a nuance in this is that when you turn, I'm going to go with a 2-point support into my hinge. Okay, when you turn, the knee is going to want to go in as you turn and open up, and the knee is going to want to go out as you turn the other way. What I want is I want my knee to stay stuck through the center of my foot, and I want my hip to stay stuck as I drive off of it. So the other tendency is you open up, the knee's going to go in, or the hip's going to go in. You'll open up like this. So I'm collapsing into this space right here. You want these 2 points essentially to stay still, and then you drive off, and then as you pull down, the knee doesn't go with it, you rotate over that hip. And now as I go this way, if you're tight in your hip, it's going to pull the hip that way. So again, these 2 points stay still. Imagine that there's a floor that comes up my side, or I'm on a wall here. This line stays the same the whole time through. You push off, you pull down, push off, pull down, push off. There you go. Okay, so those are your options to create a rotation around your hinge, which we call airplane, and the modifications therein. Give that a go and have fun practicing.